to my summer upload series. Welcome to the off-topic season videos. Welcome to the videos that are for the strong core of my YouTube community who's interested in those behind of the scenes videos. And today this video is really going to hurt because today with you together I will re-watch some of my first videos I ever made on my own, and believe me, they are terrible, or they were terrible, but that's something you learn years after you make those videos. Let's jump into the backstory real quick. A few days ago I had a comment on one of my older tutorials asking for very specific things, so I clicked on his timestamp and checked it and gave the answer to the guy, and then I watched the video and thought, yes, my quality definitely improved over the years. Then there was the next video, which was a recommended video on the side, and it showed one of my oldest tutorials I ever made. And I was like, should I watch it now? And I did so, and oh my god, horrible if I think back, because I made this tutorial and then it was like, okay, it's done, so I have this tutorial and don't think about it, and if somebody asks for a trick, then this tutorial is there, just use it. And then I found out that those tutorials that in my head are remembered as okay, decent, my quality improved, actually are terrible. And they really are terrible if I look back. So today I want to look back together with you to my beginnings of YouTube, because it's easy to start a YouTube channel. You take your phone, shoot a clip, editing is optional, upload it to YouTube, and done. You start a YouTube channel. If you want to do the cheap, bullshit, no work way of YouTube, then you forget to rotate your phone in the orientation of your eyes and just film it like that. Upload any bullshit you like, and congratulations, you have done a YouTube short. I started YouTube actually with a GoPro 5, which is still there, it's laying over there. It's charging because later I'll see if I can still switch it on. Quality improvements since that time were massive, and now I'm filming with 2 full frame cameras, which is like ages away. But what the videos are is not just about the cameras I'm using, it's also about the light I'm using. You can see there's a big light up there and backdrop and a blue fill light. You can see here my hand's getting blue because this is a fill light over there. It's also about the sound you're using for the video. So all of that matters if you're doing YouTube videos. But back in the day, I was recording with GoPro's internal audio. Let's start the screen recording. So now you can see what I see on my screen. And the first thing I want to look at is my videos. And here we have the actual videos, and then I scroll way down. Automatic mouse really helps here. I've done a lot of videos in my YouTube career, and okay, we are already 4 years in the past, 5 years, and now we're getting to the deep grounds of my YouTube channel. Okay, I won't talk about those videos like 11 years ago, 10 years ago, my first YouTube videos, because I haven't done them alone. I have done them with friend of that time, Benedict, and he already had a decent camera. We were also recording with the actual GoPro and with the latest iPhone at that time, which was the first iPhone that could do full HD, so 1080p. So for that time, the quality we had in those videos was decent, and I was not doing it alone. The first videos I have done on my own were my story, which was actually done before the first video that was ever uploaded by me alone, which was Summer Fun, which was recorded on my old GoPro 3, and I just want to check if this thing kind of works. But then after those 2 videos and after those very old videos, I started to make videos on my own, and this swing skate thing was recorded with the GoPro 5, nothing too terrible. But then I started a few projects. For example, I started to vlog. Should we watch my first YouTube vlog ever? Oh, I haven't seen this video for 5 years, so... To explain that to you, the point was that I love filming and I love to film at my hometown, but I couldn't go to Vienna because the ice rinks were not open and I didn't have time from work. But I wanted to record something because I wanted to start this YouTube thing, and yeah, so I decided to make an intro about Vienna at my home at that time. And because I didn't know how to edit talking as I do it right now, I just had to do a one shot at 6 a.m. in the morning when nobody was disturbing me, and I also had to film my train, and all of that made it into my Vienna vlog. Okay, actually not too bad, but the sound transitioning. Hotel at Vienna. Some of you might remember this hotel. Ah, that lovely elevator. Okay, talking to the camera worked pretty good at the beginning for some reason. So now let's unload my luggage and prepare for us. Yeah, I was so proud of putting the room like that. Let's go a little bit forward. Storytelling, talking, everything kind of works. The quality is blah. Full HD from a GoPro, my only GoPro. Back in the day, as I said, GoPro 5 Black was my best camera. Not stabilized, I had it in such a handheld so it's not shaking. And everything on manual, no color grading, nothing. For that, actually not too terrible to be honest, but still far away from what I'm doing today. But still, when I'm traveling, I'm still using action cameras, but yeah, a generation which is way better. I'm using the DJI Action 5 at the moment and the DJI Pocket for vlogging with a microphone, so quality has definitely improved. The style, back in the days, of course I improved my filming skills a little bit, how I work with the cameras, but the rest, okay, this is really not too bad, but way too much editing my terrible freestyle of that time in, and the rest, talking, hotel room. This part of the edit with the song, that really worked good.
Nico and me arrived at the Eisstadthalle, so...
Should I use this song again one day? Normally I don't use a used song, but that one... If I look at how the lowlights and how the highlights look, how the shadows look, saturations, color temperature, far away from everything I do today, but okay, this one is actually not too terrible. But I also sneaked into some of my old videos back in the day that are way worse than this video is. Let's search for my first skate review. Took me some day, I guess I started 2020 during COVID with the skate reviews. There we have it. This skate is Insane Graph T-Blade Pro Freestyle Ice Skate. So now I do my skate reviews at private ice times, a blocked ice rink with a cameraman with 2 full frame cameras as you see them here. Some B-roll on the ice rink, some B-roll in the studio. Everything cool. But back in the day, as I started with skate reviews, I guess I had the DJI Pocket 1, which was way better quality than every GoPro till this day delivered. And I did some B-roll with that one and also some talking. But on the ice, I had nobody who recorded me. So what I had to do was to film myself on the ice with a GoPro on this ice rink, everything on manual setting. Let's have a look. Look, that's the same studio setup. It's even the same table I'm sitting on, but it had a white blanket. Now I don't give a fuck about the white blanket, to be honest.
This is the T-Blade Pro Freestyle Ice Skate. If you want to
oh god, this transition.
guy feels on the ice, how this guy looks in detail and more.
Yeah, white balance not there.
Right after the intro.
The old intro was actually fire. Yeah, was so hard to edit because the computer always broke down as I rendered this intro.
Alright,
transition.
like my new intro, let me know that.
Oh, I did the unboxings. I did the unboxings back in the day. I mean, the studio setup is still the same. You can see my pillow there in the back, which is not there at the moment. And then unboxing. Top-down camera. Yeah, nothing too crazy going on here. Now let's check the studio review, which starts at 1:15-ish and goes till 10 minutes. So 8 minutes, 45 seconds studio review.
Amazing.
That's long. That's a lot of talking. Look, and it's talking. Oh, my B-roll from that time. Handheld film with the pocket, with the white backdrop. This was very good for me back in the days. Nowadays, I do those things a little bit different. Let's go to the on-ice test. So this is the perspective of the pocket. You can clearly see the quality of the pocket. Pocket 1. Now I have the 3rd generation. There it's visible how I have to go on the ice. GoPro in the hand, quality drop immediately. I guess it was the GoPro 7 at that time. Yeah. Low lights completely not visible anymore during public skate. And yeah. Okay, I like the music I want to use for this video. White balance not existing. Cuts, editing, anything? No, just music and pretty long cuts of me skating in a skate you can barely see with the GoPro quality. Nothing special so far. Let's jump a little bit further. Repairing the ice, that's something I still do till the present day. Well, feels not perfect as with my 2-year-old custom skate, but very... Yeah, nobody was recording me, so I had to kneel down to the camera. And not wearing a microphone, so I couldn't talk to the camera from a distance. I had to go to the camera and using in-camera audio. Is there anything else I do? Yeah, ground touches, on board, totally out of framing. Footwork, yeah, the frame perfect. You can't see the skate because I'm too far away, but you also can't see my face because I'm too close, and like just 2/3 of the frame I use. These things I look after that. I think you don't even notice them if you watch my videos, but that is, yeah, no cuts, nothing. 18 minutes of insane me being me back in the day, doing the best I could, and that's the thing with YouTube. You're doing your best, even at your first video, you're doing your best and you're totally proud of it. This was not my first video, it's like my 20th, 30th video I did since I restarted my channel, and back in the day I was proud on it, and it was a lot of editing with my slow old computer back in the days, but if I look at it now, fucking hell, this is so terrible. But yeah, that was my first skate review. Yeah, I guess I improved a little bit in the quality. By the way, 24,700 views. 24,700 people have seen this mess. Published 27th of October 2020, so this video is nearly 5 years old now. A lot was going on in the last 5 years, especially the studio setup. I mean, look at this studio shot, just putting the skates right in front of me, and the camera is not like now I have the full wall and everything makes sense somehow how it's shot. There it was just in front of my wall, and you can even see my bed. I mean, my bed is still there, but it looks cleaner, it looks better because it just looks better, doesn't it? The same setup. A camera that is, yeah, there's still a difference between those cameras I'm using now and the cameras back in the day, but I mean, just look how much better this image looks. You know what? Later I will put the GoPro 5 on the position of this camera and see if just with the different setup and the different light, even the GoPro 5 looks decent. So I use the GoPro 5 how I would use it today if it would be my only camera. By the way, want to see a studio video I did with the GoPro 5? I guess there has to be one, which is the first studio video I ever made. So the first video in here, GoPro Edition 2. Oh, I was so proud in that one. Let's sneak into GoPro Edition 2, filmed with the GoPro 5, I guess. Oh, I was so proud in that. That transition, Nandy did it for me, so it turned out perfect. My first attempts, I was far away from what I do now with color grading. So I want to see this video, how it looks like now. Color grading off. So this is how I recorded in the camera. I'm not using log profiles. I think 8-bit's enough for YouTube, but that's how it looks if I just add a little bit color. And this was my first attempt to change the colors of my video and everything. I wanted to have everything a little bit dark, a little bit bluish, but it turned out too dark and purple. So I decided not trying to do color grading again. Let me see. Yes. Oh, wow. Around 5 years after our first GoPro Edition video, this is my new version. The whole video was filmed with my GoPro Hero 5 Black in full HD mode. How proud that sounds! No special items were used for this video, just passion, a lot of time, and try to get the best possible shot from many different perspectives. Enjoy watching. Yeah, there were some good shots in the video. I have to switch to the drop. Drop was actually pretty cool, but far away from I would do today if I would write that into the description of the video. Let's wait for the drop. We had a trick that for some reason went perfectly synchronized for the drop. You see how it's flickering in the video. This is because I used the NTSC recording format with 60 Hertz. In Europe you have 50 Hertz, so the lamps are also using 50 Hertz. So this is something I learned over time, that I have to use the PAL profile, not the NTSC profile. The shots actually not that bad, the music also pretty cool. This edit, okay, this cut was terrible. I've come some way since that time. I never tried to really make just a pure cinematic video to film a cinematic video. I'm just doing those event edits in some special ways, but not just going to the ice rink and try to film a special video. Now I know why this video, even if I did my best at that time, I have time to talk to you because it's not that entertaining. It's interesting now for me to watch, but I don't think it's too interesting for... Oh, wow! This time lapse, putting the GoPro on such a clock that you can pull up to, you know, those kitchen timer clocks, and then put the camera on it so it rotates with the kitchen timer. That was the camera shit tech. And then they are using a lamp to get the slow motion shots better lit, and it just looks great. I did my best. Let's say it like that. So, oh, wow. But you see how much improvement is actually possible if you try to improve. Make something better every video and do something for years, then after a few years. Yeah, I'm still not perfect, but way better than what I thought was good back in the days. So now let's go back. I want to see which was my first studio video. So the first video I recorded in here, not on an ice rink, not vlogging, studio video, like this video. Let's compare it. So, okay, the first studio video was the 5 best ice freestyle videos ever made. And you see I already clicked it because that was actually the video that was shown to me as I tried to answer this comment. Let's go back to the beginning because the beginning is terrible. You know what? The beginning, the same as with the vlog from Vienna. I was filming something at home and this video was recorded in the summer. And what are you doing in the summer? You go swimming. And I was swimming and somehow wanted to include it into the video to make it look cool, but it doesn't look cool. Fuck. Okay, the place is cool, but what the fuck am I doing there with a freestyle ice skating video? I mean, this is my hometown lake, or one of my hometown lakes. It looks cool, but this is not how you start a freestyle ice skating content video. The idea is somehow okay, cool, nice, works, but seeing myself...
Today I'm going to present you my opinion of the 5 best freestyle ice skating videos ever made.
That's my first studio video that is actually filmed with the GoPro Hero 5 Black. I didn't have a microphone at that time, so that's the in-camera audio. Just compare it with the audio I'm having today.
Show you because they are so awesome. Maybe you've seen those videos before, I bet you have.
And talking to you as I was tired. Standing there in front of the camera now... I'm sitting, but back in the days I thought standing would make my voice sound better. I also had the same light poles already going on, but I didn't know how to use the lights, so the light was like facing me from the front and using some of the sun that is coming in this window, but far away of how my studio setup looks today. And I had way less ice skates and other gear hanging on my wall back in the day. Oh look, this video will be a video where a video is implemented in a video, where a video is implemented in the video. Wait for it.
The video was uploaded in
2014. Video implemented with a video, where a video is implemented. I love this video still, by the way. That's still one of my favorite freestyle videos. And that quality was way better than mine because they used phones instead of GoPros, but still far away from what all that I do today. But that's my first studio video, filmed with the GoPro Hero 5 Black. No color grading, no good setup, no idea how to use light. 5,400 views and it's published October 2019, so will become 6 years old this fall. A lot has happened if you look at the setup I'm having right now and the setup I had back in the days, but let's see what kind of difference the GoPro makes, and let's shut this camera off and replace it with the GoPro 5 if it works. Let's see if it switches on first. Okay, it's switching on. Let's check if I can still work with the setup. Oh, it's already switched to 2.7K. Back in the days I was doing it in 1080, but then I switched to 2.7K, but rendered it down to 1080 because I thought 1080 is enough. Now 4K is the standard, I'm fine with that. So let's see, how can you change that? 50 frames, just 25 frames, or 24. 24 is enough for us now. There it is. Let's see. Alright, and this is how it looks if I use this GoPro Hero 5 Black as my main camera. The same camera as back in the days, also the same light as back in the days, not the same audio, but here's the original audio of the GoPro 5 Black. So everything I was able to do back in the days, but haven't done because I haven't got the knowledge. So this is the improvement that is possible just with knowledge. Yes, the camera is a little bit closer to the back wall, so I moved a little bit back. So this ultra wide field of view still has some edges in the frame that I don't want to have in the frame, but it kinda works. And also the GoPro is on manual settings, so 24 frames, 1/48 of a second. Also the ISO is on manual, and I hope the lighting works as I want it to work. So yeah, here is the color grading of the GoPro, and this is without the color grading of the GoPro. And now we switch back to the sound of this microphone, and now we switch on color grading. So this is everything that would have been possible back in the days if I would have had the knowledge. So this view compared of the views back in the days, massive difference. I keep the second camera angle so I can still watch videos with you, and I want to watch a last video with you, a tutorial, one of my first tutorials. I guess it was even the first tutorial I ever made, and I fully made it with this camera, by the way. Put the arm bars down like this. There's one bad thing, just notice it, this camera is standing on the table. Normally the cameras are not touching the table, so they're not shaking. Now I can't avoid that. So there's of course advantages with the bigger and better cameras, but the overall image quality could have been better. And now let's get back to the main point of this video, and a video that was also in its entirety filmed on this camera. And it's not just a video, it's a tutorial, and for a long time it's been my most watched tutorial of all time. And for that the quality is terrible, because this video is my first hockey stop tutorial. Meanwhile I have the third version of the hockey stop tutorial online, because there's always something to improve. But this first version, it's made with so many mistakes and such a terrible quality and such a slow pace that it just hurts to watch it nowadays. I keep it online because it's still helpful for people and still gets clicks, but yeah. Hockey stop tutorial, how to become a better ice skater. Yeah, here we go. Just the music, how it starts. Hi, I'm Patrick from Alpine Ice Freestyle, and today I will show you how you can stop on the ice without crashing into the border or into other people. Let's go! The most important thing at ice skating... I am talking so slow and so unengaged, and now there's this calculation coming that is so freaking wrong that I'm calculating the speed and the impact force in kilogram, which is totally wrong. I guess it's Newton. I'm not even sure what is correct, but that's definitely not. So it's not just the knowledge about using the camera and making tutorials and editing it, but also it's knowing what I'm doing and explaining in the video. And also let's jump back a little bit to where I implemented the text. Look, this is how I implemented text back in the days. Just searching for dark frame and using a light color. So white on a dark frame. That's the best I was able to do back in the days. Now let's jump a little bit forward. There's a point where many people watched it. Let's see what it is. can brake on both sides, but for the beginning we just worked with the more. You can brake on both sides. Back in the days I thought brake is the correct word for stopping on the ice, and I know it's not that wrong, but also not that right. So stopping is the correct or the more correct one than braking on the ice. Still not sure, I'm not a native speaker, but stopping sounds more familiar now. If it's not working, try it again and again. Actually, what I'm explaining is not that wrong, but also not that good. You also have to develop a feeling how your blades get into those drifting motions. Everything is so slowly paced when I'm talking. It's a 4-minute video, but it contains the information of a video that now would last for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And as I said, in its entirety filmed on this camera in full auto, and yeah, the highlights still work, but the lowlights are just dead. I also have to say this tutorial is still filmed in my old ice rink, so it was filmed in the season 18-19, which was the only season where I had private ice for recording something at this ice rink before I switched to the Max Eich Arena, because I moved a few kilometers and then was closer to the Max Eich Arena. Since that season I have seen this ice rink for like 5 times because they hate me there and they tell me that I should get lost and people are afraid of me skating, and in the Max Eich Arena they like me, so they are now also hosting my events. Talking about the Max Eich Arena, my event, the Alpine AIF Freestyle Weekend, will take place there in November, the 14th till the 16th November. Tickets available now. I'll put the information video in the end card. The next video, uploaded in 4 weeks from this day, if I'm able to upload this on time, because I'm pretty close to the upload date already when I record this, will be a video where I will watch your YouTube channel and give you YouTube tips. So all the things you saw in the video that I learned and improved over the time, you can shortcut that by just letting me tell you what you're doing wrong or what you could improve by just sending me a link to a video on your channel and give me some information, a short text about the purpose of your channel, what you're doing, and then in my next upload I will watch your video and give you all the informations, the tips that you can improve faster, things that I learned over the years, so you don't have to learn them with time, but with just one feedback video from me. And yeah, submit till the... Now you can see that my calendar is in the back, that helps. Submit your video till the 30th of April, then I will record my video for you. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. If you liked the video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up for the algorithm. Please don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss anything in the future. Feel free to check out my merch and my Instagram. That's it for today, guys. You can't check out my merch. It's not available at the moment, but that will come in the next season. That's for today, guys. See ya.